Can I,
Looks like Leah just got out of the shower.
Jonathan,
Hello.
can I ask you a quick question before you start?
Yes.
This Zoom thing, I've never used it before, but can I use it like for, can you use it like for a meeting?
Absolutely. That's what I use it for too.
And we use another thing that's called, I can't think of it now, but because my helper and administrator lives in Minneapolis, so we meet quite often. So I can use this Zoom for that too?
And it's got a fantastic mobile phone platform as well.
Okay.
You can have a free version and you can have meetings up to 45 minutes for free. I pay $20 a month and I have a room of up to 50 people and unlimited bandwidth, and you can record everything as well.
Cool.
I find it much more stable than Skype, funny enough.
Yeah.
I used to use Skype a lot, but I found it kept freezing and going echoey, and Zoom rarely does. Any time it won't work so well is if you have multiple applications open on your desktop.
Yeah.
It might just slow down a little bit, but normally I close a lot of things off before I jump on. And
I think it's called meeting.com or something like that.
Oh, I'm not sure. I picked Zoom and it worked great. So, okay, so we have 9 people in the house. That's awesome. Jennifer's here. We're going to do a hot seat with Gurjeet's here. They were the 2 people that asked for a hot seat today, so that's fantastic. But what I was going to do today was just a little tutorial on Google Maps to begin with. Someone's joining us by phone. That's awesome. And then after that, we'll look at the group and have a look at some of the pictures that people shared. And then after that, there's Dolly joining us from Key West, Florida. Oh, that's awesome if she is. I can't see a picture, but Dolly is, she was in the last group and she signed up again for this group, which was great. And on the Florida Keys.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dolly. Yeah, I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but I'll mute myself, so.
That's okay. How are you feeling?
You know, it's getting better every day. Sadly, I came home from the hospital to find that my house had been broken into. So it's been a little craziness around here, just dealing with everything.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Dolly just had a hip replaced, everybody.
Oh boy.
I'm bionic now. I have a new joint.
Oh, good for you. Well, I'm in the joint club with you. I have my bionic neck.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you know.
In response to Lily, yeah, I can see you perfectly, and you show up great. So yeah, no, that looks great. And Alfred, you've just been outside because you're still dark in your sunglasses.
I just got in from another meeting that I had this morning.
Oh, very good. Very good. Welcome. Well, I just wanted to give you an update as my wife's not here. Coming on. I actually don't like it. I thought I would, but I agreed not to shave while my wife was away. So Dr. Peter is here. Awesome. All the way from Germany. That's great. We're getting international now. So yeah, I don't normally look this scruffy and I feel bad about it, but I am because I can. So, hey, Eileen. Oh, this is great. Everybody's piling in. Awesome. Okay, so let's share some screens. So welcome, everybody. Just before I start, the whole idea behind today is, those of you who have joined us in the past, basically what we do is we do a recap of what we talked about on Tuesday. If anybody has homework that I set that I'd like to look at, and then we always give at least what I call 2 hot seats, where I'll bring somebody's website up or the Facebook page, and then as a group we can all sort of speak into that, and then I give some live coaching about what's possible and what could be done. So this is going to be fun. And I got a little blown away this morning. I got an email I'm in a mentorship program with a lady called Lisa Sasevich, and one of her writers interviewed me a few months ago about my experience, and it turned it into a blog that they published this morning, which I've shared it on my personal Facebook page, but yeah, it kind of teared me up because yeah, it's kind of cool. So it's a big day in our house for publicity going on, so it's going to be fun. Alrighty, so let me just share a screen and let's go through a little bit of what I wanted to show you. Google Maps has changed quite a bit. It became Google Plus, and then it became Google My Business. So if you want to check out if you ever just go to a regular Google screen, and this is the best thing to do, is you just literally, if I can spell, there we go, I'll do Google My Business. And you'll see this one here, which is a Google ad. And then you'll see this one here. This is actually Yellow Pages. And this is what they call guerrilla marketing. So somebody puts in a title, you see it, and you think, oh, that must be Google. But it's not, you know. But this is real estate that people can buy, and it's a bidding war if you've ever followed Google AdWords before. So it's a bidding war to the top. So obviously Google owns the top page one for their own listing because it's their search engine. But Yellow Pages here and Yext, whoever they are actually paying for those keywords to make sure that they get the top real estate up in the top left. And it doesn't cost them anything until somebody clicks, and then it becomes what they call PPC, or pay per click. And that's what that is. So that's how we know what that is. But all the biggest names, GoDaddy, HSBC, Google, they all do their own name, which is kind of interesting, just to guarantee that page one visibility. But we want to do it organically, so just to save some money. So can I find it there? That's not an ad. So this is what you get to now, and you can sign into your Google account, or you can literally just start. And what we try and do is that it'll bring up a local map for the continent that you are in, and you literally just start typing in the name of your business or your address. So you can see my business is already populated. That's where we are at the top of the mountain here, and it's already coming up because I own this. And but if you don't own it, Google will take you through a process of actually going through registering your business and verifying it. Sometimes it will verify your business if it's brand new over the phone. They might send you a text message. You might call the landline of a property and give you a 6-figure code through a robot. Or they normally want to mail it. Generally, they want to send something to that physical address so that people, that Google knows that the business actually exists. So that's how that works. And in this little dots here, you'll see, if you click more, you'll find this little, where is it? Google My Business. Why is it coming up? Even more from Google. It's like a little blue awning. There it is there. And this is the new icon that you're looking for. And this is very important that you get this right. Because when people Google your business online, you get real estate for free. So if I bring up my business again, you'll see this big column here. This is what's called the Google Knowledge Graph. And you can't buy this. It used to be that there was sidebar ads running all the way down the side of Google, but not anymore. This is actually product that Google knows about you, and once you've been verified, and once you've sent pictures and you regularly get reviews, then Google will create what's called a knowledge graph. So you get incredible prime real estate here on the right-hand side from Google just for doing this process of going to Google My Business and filling it all in. So you can see that I've had a number of reviews, and we talked on Tuesday about 80% of people before buying a big ticket item will go check reviews. So these are the reviews, and these are real clients of mine that I've worked with, a lot of them, you know, fairly recent. And the whole idea behind this is that people will trust what other people say about you, not what you say about yourself. So this is really where you want to get to. And I know Tamsin at Salt Wellness just wrote me one just this week. So that goes at the top. And very, very important that you get those reviews. And it's even nicer if you write back to people, because then it really shows that, that you're in touch and you're engaged. When it goes to the photographs, it goes to Google Street View. So it's kind of interesting with Google is that, and you can spin this around, it's very cool, but that's my office right here. And you can zoom in. I can't zoom in on mine because they took it from the lower street, because we live in a cul-de-sac. So that's kind of where I'm at. But then all these other pictures are pictures that I have uploaded into Google+. So every time I do a workshop or I'm speaking, any picture that tells my story, I want in my Google+, because I want people to be able to see what it is that I do. So logos, advertising, workshops, people speaking, all of this sort of gives you a picture of who I am and what I do, logos of the different classes that we offer, different workshops that we do, retreats, speaking. So at this point, people already know, everything that's going on about a business. And I haven't tried to sell anything at this point. This is what people find out about you. And that's why I was saying, I'd love you to sort of go into the group, and we're going to look at what people show in the Google Plus. So I got some questions here. So let me just question about Facebook. Okay, a couple of questions about Facebook. So we'll come back to those. But hey, Nancy, good to see you, my friend. Anne's here. Oh my goodness, lots of people. This is so cool. So my Inner Circle group, they join us for virtual coffee too every week as part of Inner Circle privileges. So it's always a great mix of people. So I love that. I should take a screenshot because I do that every week. So everybody give me your best smile. Awesome. Oh, Anne, you weren't quite ready. I'll do it again. Okay, best smiles. Yay. Thank you, folks. Another one for the archives. So let's go into the Facebook group and let's have a look at what people shared with us. And then we'll have a look at a couple of hot seats, and then we'll do more questions. So, oh, hi, Paige.
Hey, so you just told us to
come. Oh, come and say hello. Yeah, yes. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Come and meet some of the We Make Stuff Happen tribe. Come on in.
Nice to see everybody.
So these are two of our key staff. So if you ever email social@WeMakeStuffHappen, you'll get Petra.
Hi.
And if you ever email design@WeMakeStuffHappen,
that's me.
You'll get Paige.
Yeah.
So Paige does all of our WordPress updates, the landing pages, the email campaigns,
Logos,
logos.
PDFs, magazine ads.
And I hired her straight out of graduating from university in design school, so that was cool. And then Petra heard me speak at Digital 2016, which was an event that Jonathan ran. She was doing social media.
Yeah.
And I checked out her social media and went, I could use a chick like that.
Yeah.
So now she does done-for-you social media for, actually, I have lost count how many clients we have to. It's at least 20, right?
In that range, yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So she becomes the
Busy.
voice of lots of
Awesome.
our clients.
Yeah.
And just looking cool for you to sort of see some of the team.
Better get back to it.
Yeah.
We're busy.
Back to work.
Okay, nice to meet everybody.
Nice to meet you guys.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
Okay, perfect. That's who we are, folks. I've never done that before. That's fun. I share the screen, and let's go. Oh yeah, this was the article that I got from Lisa Sasevich this morning, and I won't go through it, but I'd love you to read it because it's my story of how we've grown in the last. In fact, how we're doing this today, and this is a story that Lisa wrote about us, and pretty interesting actually. So yes, pretty prime real estate for a lady to run a whole-page blog about me, just for one per month. And this is the first time she's doing this, and I was the first person that she wrote about. So pretty happy about that. Anyway, let's go to the group, and I have it saved as a favorite. And oh, interesting enough, I noticed this in the UK yesterday, and today is Friends Day in Facebook land. So giving you a chance to share. I've lost it now. Different logos and emojis because it's Friendship Day across the world, apparently. So Facebook is very good at giving you a topic to have a play with. So this is a group that you're all in. If you want to change your notifications, you can do that in the settings. Settings. Okay. I need some help on this, people. Where's the settings for the group? Oh, here we go. Right. Edit group settings. There we go. So right now, actually, this is the group because I own the group. But you can change notifications so that you don't get everything that's written in the group onto your page. I've got it checked. So you can change it to off so you don't get any notifications, which I wouldn't recommend because then you won't know what's going on. You can have it so you just see the people who are your friends in the group. You can check it to highlights, so you just get the highlights, not every single post. Or in my instance, I have it checked so that I have everything. So that's just, if you're getting inundated with email already, that's why. You can also change your Facebook settings so you don't get email notifications. It just comes up here in the notifications. So you could do that too. And that's how that works. So what I do, and so let's look at Lily's here. So she sent me an image. So we've got The business is called HealthWorks. It's a vitamin health food store in North Vancouver. And so she's just put in the word HealthWorks, and you can see it's coming up here under Edgefront Village. A few different links coming up. It may not always be her. And then this is the Google Knowledge Graph that Google knows. So it's saying that there's no website there, there's no reviews. So there's a big opportunity to really shine just by getting that Google Knowledge Graph complete. So that's what that one looks like. And then you sent me another picture, which was, I guess, Lily's name. And then when we see that, it brings up that you're in a Vancouver network, and there you are in the VIP network. There's your LinkedIn, Facebook, and so on, YouTube, Twitter. That's what we show. So if you update, I mean, this is your page, but you obviously haven't got a picture on your Google+. So I love to get sort of more pictures in Google+, so that can show people what that looks like. The more you feed into the Google search engine, the more it knows about you. How do you take a screenshot of your name's Google results? Great question, Kajit. I use a Mac, and it's just Control-Shift. Oh gosh, I do it so automatically. I think it's Command-Shift-4. Yeah, and then I can literally grab whatever I want and make a screen grab. I don't know what it is on a PC. I'm a Mac person. Command-Shift-4 on a Mac, but I don't know about a PC. But that's how most people do it, is they just cut it, paste it, and then it just jumps in. So Windows is a tool called Snipping Tool. There you go. Thank you for that. Eileen has an identity problem. This is interesting because you always confuse me when I see your name, Eileen. And now I know why, because Eileen Taylor is apparently a name that she created to keep her anonymity on Facebook. And her business is called Eileen Dreams. So the Google world doesn't know whether Dreams is your surname, Taylor's your surname, Malowski, or excuse me, whatever the actual name is, Eileen. But the good thing is you show up a lot, and because you post so many pictures in your product, that's awesome. But I know on this one, this is your actual Malowski. I'm sorry, you have to tell me how to pronounce that properly one day. But this is her actual name on LinkedIn, so that's what's coming up. So she's getting several searches because she has a couple of pseudonyms on social media. But what's very cool is that because she posts a lot of pictures, Google Maps acknowledged her as being having over 10,000 views of people using the pictures that she's posted on Google Maps. So what a great way of getting backlinks to your website or your Facebook page by just posting a lot of images to Google Maps. So way to go, Eileen, on that one. And that's Anne's Facebook page. So what we encouraged on Tuesday is for everybody to put a link to their Facebook page so that we can all find it very easily and like it. Love those pencils, Anne. So you can see I've liked it there, and I've liked the post. So, and it would be awesome if we each recommend each other and use each other's services as part of the group. If you didn't catch it, this is the video from Tuesday. We put it on YouTube as a private unlisted, so you can't find it on YouTube, but you will find it in the group. And those of you who are in the Academy, it's already in the Academy as well. This is Jennifer's business. So I think Jennifer did it different. I think she got a phone and she took a picture of her screen, which, that works too. So you can see Tap to Drain is coming up right there as a Google link. And she's under House, Profession, she's under Twitter, she's in the Better Business Bureau. Under Yelp, so all those local listings come up. You can see her Google Knowledge Graph is pretty cool. She's got a picture there, she's got the map, she's got lots of reviews. So that's an A1. But lots that you could do with Google Plus. I noticed that, Jennifer, that a lot of people set it up and then they forget to keep posting to it. And Google promotional products, and she didn't come up even after checking 15 pages. Yeah. I've had clients that get to 22 before they can find their page. So yeah, it's huge. As we said on Tuesday, the best place to bury a dead body is page 3 of Google because no one goes there. They sure don't go to page 15. So a lot of what we teach you is how to get you that Google ranking, and just using Google Plus properly will make a massive difference. This is our friend Sebastian over in Philadelphia. He is a lead generation expert with Infusionsoft, and the guy is super smart. And that's Sebastian's page. couple of links here for Sebastian. He doesn't post pictures. He's not one of those picture kind of guys, but this is who he is. And he came up really well, actually. So with his other business, which is a database company, and his Twitter, so that came up well. Let's have a look. Alfred Unger, what's in the house? So not an uncommon name, but not a, there are some other famous people that share your name by look at it. Yep, me too. But you're right there on page 1, so that's awesome. Here's a little tip. Every time you post a picture to Facebook, caption it. Actually give the picture your name. Because if you're uploading DSC 5051 or YMC 224 or whatever the camera might call it, Google doesn't know anything about that. And Google has what's called alt tags. And alt tags are for people who can't see. So that their keyboard will actually tell them what the description of the picture. And it's a great SEO ninja trick, is to make sure that every image you upload is a name of yourself or your business, because then it gets it. And you put that in the alt tag when you're uploading it on Google. And you get a lot more coverage just by naming your picture. So Alfred's there, which is cool. Let's have a look. And business will come up, because Say It Now Inc. So you will always come up page 1 for the name of your business. What you want is you want organic search for other terms. So it could be, in Anne's case, promotional products, and lots of local listings. You always encourage people to get as many local listings as you can. Yellow Pages, Red Frog, Angie's List, whatever it might be. Sure as heck helps you get good visibility. This is Anne's own personal. Again, little unusual surname, so that should be really good for that. There's Anne on a podcast with Christine Till, who we'll be meeting in a few weeks. The obituary of Anne Standing? That's not good. I hope that's somebody else. I'm sure it is. But yeah, interesting. That's for Lily on how to get that unmanaged Facebook page and how to do that. The help box is right there. And here's Leah in her LinkedIn. It's beautiful. Her Amazon, because she's a published author, that comes up. That's awesome. And this was mine. This is how I started off. So you can see that, I come up in Google authorship. Actually, it's a plugin in WordPress where you can list yourself as an author. So that means every time you write a blog, you have a little box that comes up at the bottom with your picture and your bio. It's a plugin called Starbox, S-T-A-R-B-O-X, a free plugin, and you can link that to your Facebook and Twitter. You can pay for the plugin and get more links, but I'm cheap. But you can see my business is coming up, my LinkedIn's coming up, my Twitter's coming up, and of course, my picture. So I'm second. So this guy's a Hollywood actor or something. So I guess he can be there first. But that's what you want. You want to come up, as fast as you can. And it's great that people are asking questions. So we answered that too. So that's kind of what the group share looks like. And I'll come out now because my chat box is going crazy. And let's answer some of these questions. One thing I think I said it the other day, when I'm in screen share mode, I can't read the chat box. I can see it flashing, but I can't see it. So let's make that larger so I can read them. Okay. So I have a question about Facebook. Can you please show us how to move the categories around on our Facebook business pages? How to move the categories around. Oh, Jonathan's already, okay. General categories, edit, yep. Perfect, thanks for that. I have a look. Okay, thank you. So if anybody sent me a private message, right now it's not private because I'm screen sharing, but that's okay, I think it's fine. Jonathan Yanov saved Eileen's blog from disaster. I got her to move from WordPress.com to movepref.org, and she lost all her blog history, and Jonathan was able to retrieve it all, so that was awesome. He is our resident, what do we call you? Geek is a good word. Trusted nerd is how he goes by online. Okay, so okay, we've done that. Sure, what that means. I thought that Facebook stripped out the metadata and you named your file. Yeah, if you post to Facebook, yes. I was talking about Google when it comes to the alt tags and everything, folks. So that's what that looks like. And We good. Okay, so we set up, how are we doing for time? 10:28, perfect. We got lots of time. So we said we'd do a hot seat for a couple of people's businesses, and Jennifer asked first. So I'm going to bring up screen share, and then we'll do we'll do this for about 10 minutes, and I'll be back, and then we'll do Ask Me Anything, and we'll answer any questions that you have generally. So go back to my screen share. So Jennifer and her husband have a plumbing company called Tap to Drain. So let's just bring up Tap to Drain. And of course, everybody's search is different because Google, when you're logged in, Google will actually show different things. So I'm in Facebook right now, so we'll look at that first. So here we go. It says a plumber, 2 people have checked in. I can call them, which is great from a mobile phone. You know that almost 80% of people who use Facebook now are on a mobile device first. And the other thing with Facebook too is that 40% of people have never looked at Facebook on a desktop in the world. Maybe that's because they just have mobile phones around the world. I should mute everybody because background noise going on there. But yeah, so 80% of people are just looking at Facebook on their mobile phone, which is pretty interesting. So we get here, we see a little rubber duck with the Tap to Drain logo, which is our logo. We get a wonderful picture of the van. We just started working together, so you can see that I've clicked following. So I actually want to see what posts come up in my feed directly. So I've clicked the following button here. You can click it to see first, so that literally as soon as they post, it automatically comes up on your screen. So if you want to monitor your competition, or you want to monitor a particular cause or something and you don't want to miss out, Facebook gives you lots of options here to be able to do that. You've got a call now button, which goes straight to the phone number, which is awesome, which is great. So let's carry on down. They've got the services listed there. They've got some photos. They were at a trade show this last weekend, I believe. So they've got some reviews going on. I haven't written a review yet, but Facebook has given me an option to do that review, which I will because they're coming to do some work for me on Friday, which is awesome. They have a video, and this is where you can have a featured video. So I always encourage you, and we'll look at this later on, about creating a simple video about your business, and that becomes your featured video. Right now, this is the latest one that was featured, that was there, so it's automatically featured, but you can have a featured video. And then they did a post 22 hours ago. Shout out to Lee Walker. We are Tickle Pink and like your comment so much. Thank you so much. Love Pete and the Tap to Drain crew. What's nice about that is, it's a little personal. She's added an emoji and they wrote back as well. Well, thank you so much. Having such fun. So I don't know what Pete does or what Lee Walker does with them, but it shows that they're engaged. And then we go back to the weekend when they were at that trade show that we looked at, and you can see people there and the rubber ducks that they were giving away. So lots of fun stuff going on there. So now I'm just going to do the next thing is I'm going to Google you. So let's see what my computer says about Tap to Drain. So right now, you must have competition because someone is advertising for the word drain, and you can see here, block drain, think out of the box. This is probably some kind of product. So this is somebody in the US which is paying for the word drain, and that's why they're coming up. But you come up organically straight away. You've got the knowledge graph going on. There's another ad here, which is a faucet company, or TAPS as we would call them in England, it's Lowe's. So they're paying for some advertising above your knowledge graph. You can see the word sponsored there, so that's how we know that. So they're thinking if someone needs a plumber, they might want to change a faucet. It looks like they have something on sale, so that's what they're doing there. You're in the Better Business Bureau, you're on Yelp, you're on Facebook, Yellow Pages, HomeStars, Trusted Pros, 411. Surprised House isn't showing that first page, but you pretty much own the whole front page of Google. It doesn't get any better than that. You've got reviews on Facebook showing up, you've got reviews on Yellow Pages showing up. All good, all good. I can send this to my phone if I wanted to get directions. You've linked your Google page to your Facebook page, which is fine. And then what Google does is says, okay, so just in case this wasn't the people that you wanted, in the local area, and this will always change, these are other people that we believe do similar services to Tap to Drain, so, and 15 others. So Google is always trying to give that local search option to be able to sort of look at that and say, if you don't want them and you don't like these people, why you would, I don't know. but they're giving a few local options. So I would say, Jennifer, that's like a big high five for that, because it's coming up beautifully. So way to go on that one. So now, Jennifer, do you want to jump on? Do you have any questions that we can answer for you? Let's see. She may be on a call, or I might want to unmute Jennifer.
Hi, sorry, I couldn't find the button.
However, Vancouver
There you
has.
are.
Damn. So yeah, no, as far as Tap to Drain goes, we've been on Google Plus since 2007. And so all of our organic searches and all that kind of stuff comes up. The problem that I have, though, is I have 3 Google Plus pages. And the Facebook page is got our current address, which is Mission. 2.5 years ago, we moved to Mission. If I change on Google Maps the address to Mission, all of a sudden we stop getting calls. So I went, oh, no, change it back as soon as we can. We don't actually own that house anymore as of July last year. So I really do need to change it. But because of the website being so broken down and not getting that search, I don't want to mess up the phone calls that we're getting now. So the plan is that I need to take all 3 of those Google Plus pages. One of them is verified, and that is the one in Mission. And Maple Ridge was verified ages ago. That's why it still keeps coming up. But there's a new website that just came up, which I think you got a reward for, which was the Trusted, or the Local Pros, or Trusted Pros, or whatever it is. And we're the top #1 plumber in Maple Ridge.
Yep.
So if I take that Google listing down of being out of Maple Ridge, I don't want to lose those calls, because I'd say 70% of our calls come from Maple Ridge right now.
Okay. So you're right. You're right. You should only have one Google Plus page realistically.
Yeah.
But if you have multi-locations, and as you franchise, I'm sure you will. I did it with I did a ninja trick with a fellow who does what's the word? False teeth. There's a fancy word. Dentures, anyway. And he has an office in Langley, but most of his calls from Surrey. And he did do some home calls. So we set up his home address as his business as well. And that way he featured very strongly on Surrey and Langley from 2 different addresses. And he did home visits, so that's okay. You can, in your Google Plus listing, you can actually list the city you want to be found for. So rather than just having one address, you can actually put it into the segments, and you can actually say, we service 25-kilometer radius of Abbotsford. And that should affect your Google search. But if you have that, even though it's not 100% kosher, if it's working, don't fix it, But yeah, officially, so you can only have one Google Plus page per email. So the fact that you've got means that there's 3 different emails floating around at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an administrator of multiple Google Plus pages, but each one of them relates to a specific address. So I would say we could look at the locations, but primarily, I think that would work. The other thing is we need to write a lot of blogs about plumbing services in Maple Ridge, plumbing services in Surrey. So when you post them on Google Plus, you will get a lot of organic SEO by not keyword stuffing, but very specifically writing stories. And if you post pictures onto your Google Plus Live from Maple Ridge, that'll tag it.
Oh, okay.
There's lots that you could get Steve to do while he's out and about, posting pictures from job sites to Google Plus, and then Google picks up the location. So that would really work well too.
Perfect.
That's that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what I did here is I spotlighted Jennifer's video, so she came up more than most people, and then I can go back to gallery view, and then I just put everybody back in the group. Okay, so is Gurjeet still here? She's not. No. Oh no. Oh yes, you are. I can see you now. Great. Gurjeet, hello. I'm going to share the screen again, and we're going to bring you up this time because you asked for a hot seat. So let's go back to Facebook first. And this is Gurjeet. So we're friends on Facebook. So what I found with you, Gurjeet, when I was looking around is that she's done it right. See how she says that she works at Joy, because she has several, she also is a lecturer for Fraser Health, but this is her main business. So if someone saw her name and they went to Facebook to look for her, they found her, this is her, but then they go to the About section, right here is a hyperlink straight to her business. So that's bang on, that's exactly what we want. And I know Gurjit and I were talking about maybe getting her picture a bit more in her materials, because right now it's a little generic. And I would, even though your picture's over here when you were speaking on TV, I'd love to see your picture in your profile, because that's what people are going to really buy from. So this is some of your posts. You got 6 reviews. Now, it could, because it's 4.8 and not 5, it's not bad. It's just one person only gave you a 4. Now, it doesn't mean to say that 4 is bad, but it just lowers your average. So what you can do is, if you knew this lady and she worked with you, you can write, and it was 2 years ago or so, you can always send her a message saying, I would really love to have been a 5-star. You know, is there anything that we could have done differently to have made it a 5-star? And more times than not, what I find people saying is like, oh, didn't I give you a 5-star? Oh, no problem. And they just go back in and they change it. You're not begging for likes, but it's always good to sort of see how we could have made the experience better to make it a 5. And more times than not, people don't realize. I know Tamsin from the Salt people, you had a horrible review the other day on Friday night. Somebody gave her a 1-star. They were very, very rude about it. And she was worried that she'd had all 5 stars and suddenly she had this very rude 1-star. And in fact, the lady, they called the lady up by phone to see why her experience wasn't, and she was very rude to them, swore down the phone. So she actually reported them to Facebook as abusive text, and Facebook took down that review already. So it's already gone. So sometimes if someone's malicious or it's an incorrect review, then report it to Facebook and it's already gone. So that's cool. So let's go back to the page here. The other thing is, when you have a cover picture like this, so she's got the links to the website here actually in the text, which you can't click on. But when I go to the actual text, so I could click on a link, the description of this page is blank. So when you post your cover picture, make sure you put some text about what you're talking about, and also an actual link in the comments here, so that and this looks like this cover picture's been here for quite some time. So if I give you an example of what I'm talking about, I go to my page and I go to my About, and I go to my business page. You can see here, and if I click on that business page, we'll see description and a link. And that's what you're really looking for, is getting people to get to your website just by that first homepage picture. And that's what comes up. So that's what you could do there, Gurjit, just to get an extra inbound link. And then if I look at your page, we've got, what posts we got going on? We've got an address. You've got a 30-minute strategy session coming up, which is awesome. So people could, and you've got the call now button, so that's really good. Great to see. And yeah, lots of great stuff going on, talking about childbirth, play therapy, all these different things. And Gurjit and I have already tweaked this up because she had some links at the top. Just so you know, when you do a post, so let me just show you something, just so everybody knows. If I pick a website, do I have any websites even open? So here's a website. Just copy and paste. If I went to my Facebook and I was to do a post, so I might put in that link. I assume most people know this, but suddenly the link's like, you don't need this link anymore. You can now just write that link stays. So you don't need to have a link there, unless you want it there, in which case you can, but it's not necessary. So that's always a good thing to just to know, because it makes your posts, you know, a lot cleaner. That's Gurjit's Facebook. Let me go to Google and let's just see what comes up. So it's Joyous Birth. Let's see what comes up. Birth forums, Joyous Birth info, Facebook page. It's not, the website's not coming up in a very simple search.
Actually, I have a new website, joycechildbirth.com.
Joyous Childbirth, okay. So let's have a look at that. I always just like to put the simplest words in just to see what Google knows. So Joyous Childbirth is a book. There's a couple of books.
This belongs to somebody else.
I see that. So now we start to take the spacing out and then see what happens now. Yep, still not coming up. So I then have to go back, take the spacing out again. Now let's see what comes up. That still not coming up. So no pictures coming up, no website coming up. I can put in .com and then I'm sure I'll absolutely find it. But this is what we want to do. We want to get that wonderful organic search without people actually having to type in the full URL. So this is Gurjeet's website. And we actually talked the other day because it goes to a landing page to get people to get email. But my comment to her was that at this point, it's a little generic. I don't know that this is Gurjeet's page. It doesn't have any picture of Gurjeet. The icons are awesome. The girl's awesome. But it doesn't actually, and also it doesn't identify with her target market. Because she's really looking to work with Indian women in the Indo-Canadian community. And of course, the one picture on the website is a Caucasian lady who is pregnant. And it's not that she wouldn't work for Caucasian people. But some of the suggestions we had was that, and it's a beautiful website, I love it, I love the design of it, was that we try and get Gurjeet's picture right here so people can say, oh, that's who it is, okay? Because we've got to go a little bit deeper before we find your picture, and it's a beautiful picture of you. So I wanted to do that, and then you've got some blogs going on, which was great. I noticed that the links don't work at the bottom of the page, so if someone is on your page and they wanted to go to your Facebook, we've got to get those links fixed to be able to do that. Yeah, no, I like it. You know, it's a good page. You do a great service. You offer a lot of joy to a lot of people. The thing is, as we talked about offline, but I wanted to share it with everybody, is that I don't think I'm getting your story here. I mean, I love the pictures, love everything about it, but I think identifying with the exact community that you're trying to reach and more about you on that homepage would definitely massively increase your conversion. And also when people click on the link, the way the link is designed now, going straight to this landing page, which we do want landing page leads. I'm all for that, but I didn't know I was on a website because I thought I was on a landing page, and I had to go all the way to the footer here to even find the menu. So there was a few tips there that I think will make a big difference to your web traffic just by taking those 2 tips. So that's what we do every day, folks, is that we help people get more traffic to their website by just doing an analysis and just seeing exactly what's coming up and how we do that. So that's how we do it. So let me just check the chat box again, and then we'll carry on.
I just have a question, Jonathan.
Yes.
When you said put in your thing, I didn't know whether to put in the business name or to put in your personal name. Because when I did put my my own name, then a lot of things came up.
Yes. Yes. So on your business card, you have your own name and your business, right?
Yes.
So you want to come up really well for both. So having your name on the website, which I don't see on that landing page, having your picture on that landing page will really make a connection because people have seen you physically, got your name, got to the website, and when it gets Joyous Childbirth, they're not necessarily making that connection because we're not seeing your picture and your name on that homepage landing page.
Okay, that was one thing. And the second, you did speak about the story, but I'm not clear what exactly the story should be and where should it be posted? Okay,
great question. Let me give you an example of that. So if I share my screen again, I'll just use, I think Leah's in the room. So let's just bring up Leah because I was looking at her website the other day and I thought she'd done a great job with it. So if we go to, she has a company called Straight Up Coaching. And let's go to the homepage first. I love that phrase. I'm actually going straight to WordPress. we've been working with her on this, but it's logging into WordPress there as well. So you can see there's Leah's picture, there's her name. Like as soon as you arrive there, she's got the free gift, she's got the box going on, and she's got her programs going on. But there again, straight away, meet Leah, and then read more about Leah. So we're going straight now to Leah's story. So a great picture of her, and just a simple little story. You can get a lot deeper because she tells her story very well in video. But this is Leah's story to begin with. And then if I want to find out more about Leah, and I love this page, is I go to her video now. There's a subscribe to her YouTube channel. And these are some of her best stories, but she's telling stories every day. She called them mind movies, they're 2-3 minutes long. And I have gotten to know her, although I knew her quite well already, I've really gotten to know her well because I watch these videos each day. And once you get to know somebody through video, it's very, very likely, if they're offering something that you need or want, you're going to get hired because there's that really, really, really good connection that's going on. Leah also wrote a book, so she has a tab all about her book called Growing Your Separate Ways, and there it is. And in fact, I think I saw it, I think it's for sale now in Wendell's, right? You're doing a book signing in Wendell's bookstore in Fort Langley, so that I'd love to see that picture changing actually to the physical books and you holding them with Diane's store at Wendell's actually. Yeah, that's just a quick thought. So that's where I would share the story, Gurjeet, is exactly sort of having an about Gurjeet and a picture, and then if you've got a video about your experience and how you're not just a regular doula, but you do other things as well, then I think people would really warm to that.
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. That was helpful.
You're welcome. So glad. And we'll see you at the meetup on Monday. Okay, so come out of that. So let's now go back to gallery. Okay, okay, I'm wide open for questions. Just unmute yourself. I want to mute everybody because it can get a little loud. But if you just raise your hand over there, I can unmute you or I can unmute yourself. Mr. Alfred Unger, I'm going to unmute you because you've got something to share.
Well, yesterday I had quite an amazing conversation with a contractor that was working for me. And we were just finishing up some of the bills and whatnot all. And the conversation led to where he was going, what some of the things he wanted to do, and by the time we were done, we increased his work with us into 5 figures. So I was really, really thrilled by that.
And you just had to ask for it, right? And it was already there.
It was just asking for it and showing him how it could work for him.
Yeah, that's fantastic, my friend. Alfred sells safety software and for the construction industry, but it actually could be for any industry. And I think you've been one of the industry's best kept secrets. So we met last summer. We helped build a new website. He's getting his social media together. He has rocked his LinkedIn. He's gone from like 300 contacts to probably 3,000 literally in the last couple of months, all with people in his industry. And these are all people, Len, you and him should talk because you live in the same world and it's all about safety for Alfred and recording all of those meetings and inventory and so on. But he's gotten over 3,000 connections, qualified connections of people in North America on LinkedIn who need his stuff. And he's got the most incredible iPad-based software that everybody can use and keep their business, super WCB compliant. And my goodness, you're going to have a stellar year, my friend. I'm so excited.
Well, it was really quite significant. Recently, I was able to really identify who I was targeting and what I was doing, and helping construction companies bridge the gap between profit and safety. And it's just an easy way of being able to identify very specifically what the work that we do. And even coming up with that was very, very helpful for me.
That's a great one. So I'm going to say that again.
We help construction companies bridge the gap between profit and safety.
Got it. Got it. In fact, Nancy DeVries, she's an interior designer. She has a company called Urban Aesthetics. So she's on construction sites and all the time. So there's many people that could refer you once they actually know what it is that you offer and the incredible service that it provides the industry. So way to go, my friend.
So my challenge now is to really be able to start telling my story.
There's this thing called an iPhone and a video. And the more times you're on a construction site, standing next to a pickup truck, wherever you are, my friend, take a video, and that story will tell itself.
Thank you.
Tell me something I don't know, he says. It's all good. Now, Dolly raised her hand, so let me see what's in the chat box here. Okay. I have more than I would have imagined since I need to fill out the business form more fully. One of the first things that pops up is since 1997, she has a website called All Thrive, which still exists, but she's recently branded to Dolly Garlow. Not sure why the old site shows up still. I tried to paste it to the page when showing Dolly Garlow, but I couldn't send it.
Actually, I think it did. If you can hear me, I think
yes, I can.
The image is there now. But if you just Google Dolly Garlow, one of the first things that comes up is a reference to my very old website that I'm not using. I'm just pointing traffic from there to Dolly Garlow.
Yeah.
But it comes up as an error page, and it says something about a robot, something. I don't even know what it means.
So what happens with old websites, if they're not kept up to date, they can get some malware. And what Google then picks up that malware and it warns people not to load it.
Well, when I put up the new URL for my name, because I'm just branding under my name now, Thrive has become so diluted. Everybody's thriving at everything now.
Yeah.
I was told not to take down the old site because it had been up for so long. I mean, I've had a web presence, like I said, since 1997.
Yeah, and that means a lot to Google that you've been around that long. What you could do is you could get your old webmaster to do what's called a 301 redirect, where you just take that old website and you redirect it to the new website. And
see, that's what I thought we had done.
Yeah. And those links only last for so long. A description of the site is not available because of the site's robots text files. So it could be it's just, yeah, because there's no, let's see what comes up. Yeah, no, it's not letting me go in because it's
a really icky warning.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. Yeah, that's turning people off straight away. So yeah, if you have back-end access still, you need to be able to get a webmaster to go back in and see if there's a way of tweaking that and getting some redirects re-brought
well,
out.
I thought that's what she had done, but then there's still some problem, and I don't know that she knows how to fix it. So I don't know if who to find to help fix that.
What was the website built in?
WordPress.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Jonathan Yanav, are you on the call?
I mean, originally it was an old HTML site, but we rebuilt the whole thing on a WordPress platform.
I could. I'll ask Jonathan to have a look at it and see if he's got some tips. But if it's a WP site, then yeah. But yeah, no, that's not good. So you definitely you want that gone, because if you get an error coming up,
you could just refer me to someone.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I've written a note here, so I'll find out for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And keep. I'm sorry about the break-in, but keep getting better soon.
I am putting one foot in front of the other.
Good job. Good job. Okay, we have a few more minutes. Anybody else has questions? Lily. Oh, Rich can help. Oh, there might be somebody in the group already that might be able to help you here. So, Rich, if you want to connect with Dolly and within the group and meet offline, that might work. Any advice is good advice. Okay, any other questions that people have?
Hi, Jonathan. I
Yes.
have a question about HealthWorks. When I Googled our business, there's so much like wrong information. I'm glad that I searched it up.
Yes.
Like on like shopping-canada.com, like our business was stated as HealthWorks Rehab in Edgemont Village. So I know Edgemont Village, I know HealthWorks, but there's no rehab kind of thing going on. So another place like Yellow Page ShopWise, again, there was some kind of wrong information. I don't know how like these information, because I haven't done it, and HealthWorks
No.
as a health food store have been there for the last 15 years. So
Yeah. Sometimes some of these free listings, they deliberately make the listing wrong.
yeah,
Then they want you to get in touch with them and say, you know, we could fix that, but it won't get changed until next year. But if you want to pay, then we could give you a paid listing and we can fix it right away. I've seen that done a lot of times. I'm not saying it is in this instance, but you just have to go back to each individual one and sort of say, my listing is wrong, can you change it? Sometimes that'll work. 411 is a hard one to get in touch with, but you have to do it one by one and see what comes up. But it's good that you've identified it now and you can go in and fix that. So
yes, thank you. I really appreciate this exercise.
no, it's a great one. It's a great one.
Thank you.
So what I'm looking forward to is looking at your Facebook pages and just looking at some posts of you telling your story. What we want to do in this first week of education is just getting people to know what it is that you do. So Alfred, you could just put your tagline onto your Facebook cover picture straight away. I mean, that would look awesome. Just in case of, a truck with a toolbox on the back and your tagline is an overlay, got it. And see, it could be that beautiful bathroom that you finished, and it could be the urban aesthetics, making dream homes come true. Whatever it is, just try and get that home picture. So Anne, there's lots of people selling promotional products. We know that. But there's only one Anne Stadwick. And you could sort of say, in a world, full of promotional products, why don't you work with somebody who has got your own interests at heart? Or however you sell yourself. So you've just got to position yourself in your world. Lily, we talked about how Costco and so on, sell some of the products that you sell at a lower price, but they don't give the advice that you guys can give. They won't give the consultation that, you and Rich could actually work with them and speak to. So you have to find what makes you different, and you have to get that message across on the immediate homepage of your website, your Facebook cover picture, the posts that you're posting, so that I don't have to ever explain to anybody what it is that I do. When people call me, they already want my services. If I get a call saying, can you tell me what your business is? It's like, what are you trying to sell me? Because I know that they're not looking for me. I just say, you know what? Maybe you should have done a bit of research before you called me, because then you'd find out. So that's always a telltale sign if someone says, tell me about your business. They may be trying to sell you something instead, I've found. But generally, if you can get that right on your homepage and on your website, people will call you, and then they will be hiring you rather than you having to sort of be the salesperson. And the more times you can write blogs, paying it forward, and we'll talk about blogging a lot going into the next few weeks, but do that. And if you have any posts, if you're not sure about it, drop it into the Facebook group and say to people, does this get my message across? This is who I am. At some point, we actually get you to make a video, like a monologue video of your story, and share that on your Facebook page. You'd be amazed how many people will watch that and then get who it is that you are. So if you want to jump the gun on that, I just overwhelm me, but I just wanted to make sure we try and get that Google piece right and we get the Facebook piece right. And from that, then we can have a solid. Yes, Glenn.
Hi, Jonathan. I'm at the point where I'd like to learn how to use Facebook Live. And because I'm going to start making, maybe I'll start off once a week or so, providing tips for my industry, which is ready-mix concrete.
Yep.
It's a very small niche, but anyhow, I'm going to start giving free content, and that's via Facebook.
Funny you should mention that. So when everybody joined the boot camp, you got a bonus, which is 3 months to Inner Circle, which is what Nancy's in. And on next Thursday at 2 o'clock, we have a guest speaker. Her name is Elaine Williams. She is a professional speaker and comedian in New York City. And she is actually going to be doing a 1-hour interview with me on how to prepare yourself and deliver the perfect Facebook Live. So this time next Thursday, but at 2 o'clock, I just created the link last night, so I'll be dropping it into your page today, but you get an extra bonus of Elaine and I think Alfred knows Elaine. She's incredible. I did a workshop with her a couple of weeks ago when we were in Tucson, and her knowledge of delivery of speech from the stage is world class. She's refined that now just into Facebook Live, and it's an incredible presentation, and we're doing that Thursday the 9th, yeah, a week from today at 2 p.m. So it'll be recorded, so if you can't make that, because it's going to be 2 calls on one day. We're just doing a circle once a month. She will be doing that. So we'll have that for you just next week, and you'll be able to ask her any questions in a live format as well. Yeah.
Great.
What I might even be able to do is get to Elaine to come on a little early, if I can, into our virtual coffee next Thursday morning, and she can tell everybody about what she's going to be presenting later on in the day, if I can get her there. So yes, ask and you shall receive, as they say. Elaine is amazing. She's funny, but her stagecraft is quite incredible. So I'm very excited to have her coming up for that. So yeah, thanks for asking. Anybody else? My wife bought me this mug. It's called, if you can see it, it's called Hubby, and the other one's called Wifey. So I'm being nostalgic. But the only thing with this cup is it holds like half a pot of coffee. So, yeah.
Jonathan, I have a question.
Yes, Kajit.
I know you did talk about the Mac, and I was told about the snippet tool by one of our colleagues, but I can't find that snippet tool, and I still am stuck at how to take a screenshot.
Can anybody help? I haven't used a PC since 2007, so I'm useless. If maybe Eileen's nodding ahead, you could just write it in the chat box or something. Print screen button. Oh, and that'll save it. Oh, there you go. But that'll be the whole screen, I guess, but that's okay. So there's probably a tab that says print screen. So I should know more about PCs, but I went over to the dark side a long time ago, and I'm...
Yes, but where is the print screen tab? I wasn't fine. I looked at all the tabs, and I just couldn't,
I'm not sure. It is a hard button on the keyboard.
Oh, on the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Apparently. Probably says print screens. Is it bottom left, Eileen? PRT SCN. There should be a button saying that. I don't have that because I have a Mac, but...
Yes, I have that button. I see it.
There you go. Thanks, Eileen.
Thank you so much, Eileen.
Excellent. Well, this is fun, my friends. This is what community is all about, and so grateful for you all and joining us. And this is recorded a couple of hours. It'll be on the page, so you can rewatch these questions, and the people that couldn't join us can catch up too. And then we're back again on Tuesday at 2 p.m. With our second module, which is entertain, which is how to find posts that, what they call thumb-stopping posts, so that when someone's on their phone, what stops a thumb, and we're going to look at creating posts that, are thumb-stopping, and then we'll talk a little bit about video in that before we get into the 30, which I think is Lindsay speaking on blogging and so on. So I won't get too far ahead of myself, but yeah, exciting. Just give you a view of what my life looks like. Welcome to Abbotsford. Beautiful day up here. My birds are feeding. I've got hummingbirds and rabbits and all sorts of stuff. So, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Jonathan,
looking forward to that.
How do I get you on full screen?
You should just be able to say spotlight video. 'Cause I have it in gallery view, but if I go to speaker view, then I can put Alfred in. I can pick anybody in the top right corner there, and I should be able to, what's called,
I'm in gallery view now. I mean, I have a full screen of Alfred. He's
yes, because I should have just stopped that now. But if I share screen now, back to my Zoom.
I mean, he's okay to look at, but
yeah, no, I spotlighted him and I forgot to unspotlight him when I was talking to him. So yeah, that's how it works. So basically, there's a little top right box, I believe, when you hover over.
Yeah. Okay, so you're in control of that, right?
I'm in control of that as a host. Yeah, so I can spotlight myself like this now, okay. Or I can go back to speaker view or gallery view, and you should up in the top right, you should have some tools.
Yeah.
Around.
I see that.
There you go.
I did that screenshot thing, but I don't know how I was to get that to you. I'm pretty new to all this.
It should just be an attach. So if you go to Facebook and you just attach a file or insert a photo, because that screenshot turns into a JPEG, and then I should be able to see it.
You know, also I'm kind of a private person, so you know all that stuff in Google Plus, and you know everybody gets to know exactly where you live. What if you don't really want that to happen?
You don't have to show your business address at all. You can have a trading area. So you have to verify the business to begin with, but as soon as Google has verified the business, then you can change that to just, instead of a push pin, it becomes a dot on Google Maps, and you can just have a trading area rather than an actual address.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some businesses have a post box. That's very doable too. So yeah. Okay, it's 11:15. I have another call at 11:15, so I have to cut loose, my friends. I'll just check the last few questions. Eileen lives in an apartment, and it just shows the general area without being. Leah's the same. We just had a building, not her apartment number. So yeah. Did you talk about Google Plus in the beginning? I did, Anne. Yes. So go back to the video, and you'll see that exactly. I can find. May have another tutorial on Google Plus I'll drop in from last year as well, which might help people as well. Okay, people, thank you so much. This was awesome. I really, really enjoyed it. And we'll see you again real soon.